Day 2 of doing something to my Triumph until I get it running. I think today I'm going to be tackling the carburetor. I'm going to pull these bolts off and disassemble this entire carb and get it all cleaned up, see what we're working with, if I need to replace the gaskets or the jets or what I need to replace on this. Like I said in the previous videos, I haven't had this thing running, or it hasn't been on the road for 40 plus years, so who knows what's in this thing. Looks like there's a rubber washer, maybe like a gasket type thing in here. Man, that's difficult to get out. All right, she's out. Needed 2 hands. And she's out. Picked up this V4 parts cleaner, ultrasonic cleaner, a couple months ago just to get parts cleaned, obviously. But just use hot water and some WD-40 cleaner degreaser. All right, this is going to be a little difficult to take apart one-handed, so I'll be right back. Obviously need to replace those rusted screws. They're stripped and broken, or not broken, but no good. Get the slide out of here. Come on. All right, there's a needle in the slide. Oh. The needle kind of just pushes up from the bottom and drops out. And then the cable slides through that hole, the bigger hole where the needle sits. Next, I'm going to take this fuel banjo off. Looks like someone may have silicone that. Might have been leaking at one point. Get that all cleaned up. I'll get this plug out of the bottom of the float bowl. And then start to take this bowl off. You can see there's a little pre-filter for the fuel there too. Bowl doesn't look too bad of shape. A little bit of rust, a little bit of corrosion in there. And then the float just kind of pulls right out. It sits kind of inside there with the needle there too. I guess it sits on that inside there. Just like that. And gaskets, actually it's not coming out too bad. I mean, obviously replacing that, but, and then you got your jet. So just an 8mm to remove your jet. And there's options to get bigger ones, but this definitely needs a clean. It's pretty plugged up in there. This one is amal 230. And we'll take out, this looks like the idle controller screw. Need a smaller screwdriver. And this right here is, I believe it's your primer, so there's no air bubbles in the float bowl, so you know as soon as you press this down, a little bit of fuel will come out this little hole here, this weeping hole, and it'll tell you that, you know, your carb is full of fuel. And this is a amal RB 930. One thing I didn't remove was this jet seat, I guess, if you want to call it that. Sounds crunchy. mean, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. It's a little crusty in there, kind of see. But that's 40 years of sitting around. All right, now that the carb's disassembled, I'll toss everything in the ultrasonic cleaner. Now we'll turn this thing on for 20 minutes. I don't know, I like to set it for 50 degrees. I don't know, it doesn't really make much of a difference as long as it's nice and warm. All right, ultrasonic machine's done. See how they came out. That cleaned up pretty good. You seen the rust in there before? Not too bad. Threw the intake elbow in there as well. This thing was pretty grimy, but it came out pretty good too. And the top part of the carb, a little cleaning up. Maybe toss her in there for a couple more minutes, but works pretty good. So obviously I'm not going to reassemble the carb because I need a carb rebuild kit. I need new gaskets and just to freshen everything up, make sure she's tip-top shape. But we'll see you guys on the next one.